important to me because it's important to the children and to everybody on the planet. It's a global issue. It's a global family, and I have a 3-year-old son, so I'm concerned about what's happening. And I spent many years in New York, so I'm very also closely linked to that particular place and what that place really means.
Don't worry, I got plenty of editing, so it's all good.
Okay, say bye-bye.
I'm doing the dress.
Okay. And so Wall Street as a symbol, a very important spot on the planet, and Kauai, of course, for those of us who live on Kauai, it's a very important spot. And it feels like a kind of 2 points on the globe that hook up in the middle, metaphorically, to send drive the point home that the people are over it, and we are the change, obviously. We have been. Gandhi is, of course, one of my great heroes because he embodied that change. And I think that people are waking up to the fact that they can do this. We can, in fact, do this. And so we're doing it on Kauai. And we're doing it right now, and I'm going to continue to do it. And I do it through my music. I'm a musician. Everybody here does it through their gardens. Everybody does it through whatever they're doing. And we're doing it today.
Well, I believe that long live the Republic. In 2008, the nation elected Barack Hussein Obama, who was an extension of Bush, and he bailed out the banks, which was the largest tax ripoff to the American people. And as you can see over there, there's little girls from Kauai High School holding out nets for money to feed the poor. And I believe that that's where our taxpayer money should go, is to community programs. I'm here because I believe in freedom of speech. I believe we should pray for our nation, and that the change is within us. And we can make a change because one idea is bulletproof. So that's how I feel today, and I'm a soccer coach, and I was on my way home from soccer, and I had this sign in my car, and I said, I want to go out there and tell everybody pray for our nation.
Well, I'm here to just show my support and aloha to the people of Kauai and the 99%ers, because we're sick and tired of basically the corporations getting all the bailouts and we're left with nothing. No jobs, you know, starving, homeless, no homes anymore. It's just freaking ridiculous. And I'm just here for human rights. I'm here for peace, love, freedom, liberty. I'm also very passionate about reclaiming our country, taking it back. I don't want any more Monsanto. I don't want any more geoengineering, which is basically another word for chemtrails. There's aerosol spraying over the islands, all of the islands. It's been going on for years, and we're sick of it. We're all sick of it. We want our beautiful skies back, and let's see, we're reclaiming our country, and we want to end the Fed because it needs to come back into the hands of the people and not the greedy corporations. So just here to support a lot of different causes, but mainly just here for the people. We're the 99%, and we're sick and tired of it.
It's easy to divide people when you have 2 separate things, but as long as we think in separatist consciousness as opposed to the new paradigm which thinks in a unity consciousness, we'll be able to be manipulated by those special interests. This is not about special interests. This is about unity consciousness. It's not a them or us. It's a we're in this together, and we need to make this work together. So don't listen to the Democrat this and the Republican that, and you know, the left and the right. That's all divisionary. This is unity. These people are saying no more. These people are saying we're done with that. We want to create something new, sustainable, that can work. We're no longer embracing your old ways. And don't be too afraid of it, because it's going to work out. It always does. The good always wins over the evil. So you don't have to join. But just be aware. Open your eyes. Read a book. Turn off the TV. I mean, how many books have you read in the last year? Read a real book. Somebody that's done their homework, done the research, not just giving you sound bites. You're not as simpleton as Fox Ruse wants you to believe. So expand your consciousness, your awareness. Read some books. Get the truth. Aloha.
Ecology and Joanna Macy and how she expresses the three types of actions that are necessary as she sees it on the planet today. And the one is what she calls halting actions. So that's like this. It's protests, it's sitting in trees to protect old growth forests, it's restoring rivers. It's the things that we can just do, immediate moments of things, and they're necessary. But then we also need to go to the deeper layer of actually changing the politics and changing the laws to be more holistic and to take into consideration the needs of all beings and all of that. And then there's the third level, which is the inner change that ultimately each of us needs to do within our own selves to really bring all of it into a holistic place of wellness for this planet. And so I just appreciate how she defines those three actions and how she says it's really, we each can go in any of those avenues or we can touch all of them, you know, in our lives.
Because it kind of just came out of nowhere, just when I was about ready to kind of roll over and just be like, screw it, we're screwed, excuse my language, and just kind of take the lack of freedom that has been taken away from us and stripped from us and all of our rights that we've worked for, that's being taken away from us by the rich. All of a sudden this Occupy Wall Street thing just kind of happens out of the blue and it's happening all over the world. And you know, if there's anything I can do, it's be here. You know, be here and be part of like a critical mass. And so I was just watching, it was about 30 people at first in the morning, first thing, and then I just, you know, like half an hour later I looked up and there was like a huge crowd of people, you know, on Kauai. And yeah, people are awakening, much like the sleeping giant over there. They call that mountain the sleeping giant. And you know, it's, I don't know if it's sacred to Hawaiians or Kauaians, but you know, I think it's you know, microcosmic of what's happening in the world. You know, the sleeping giant is awakening.
So you're telling me earlier about how about this all started for you about a couple of years ago, how you were noticing this corporate greed and how pretty much 1% of the entire population on this earth controls 40% of its wealth.
Yeah, I mean, what's going on right now, the reason why people are protesting is because there's so much wealth concentrated in the hands of a few. And they have so much money and so much power that they can basically control everything by just bribing politicians, paying things, I mean, lobbying, right? I mean, oh, it's not bribing, it's lobbying. Because they also have control of inflation. I mean, there's been large amounts of inflation, just very subtle, so that people don't notice, but I mean, you know, we're paying like $7-8 a gallon of milk, and about 5 years ago it was only $4. Mm-hmm. You know, on the mainland, you know, it's less than that. But I mean, here, just for no reason, they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna hike it up.
That's their key to success. I guess their remedy for all this is more inflation.
Yeah, and
print off more money, but it just devalues the money and the current value of what we already have. Yeah. In the 98 years that the Federal Reserve has been around, since 1913, our money value has decreased 97%.
Yep.
And it keeps going down. It's almost 100 years since the Federal Reserve. And now the people are finally stepping up and trying to stop this. So, I don't know, that's why we're here.
I mean, honestly, I'm very happy that people have come out, you know. This is not just like, okay, we plan and organize it. A lot of this is spontaneous. That people are just going to the streets because they're mad as hell and they're tired of it. And they're not going to put up with it anymore.
Well, aloha. I'm here from Kauai, Hawaii. My name is Sharon and I am a working citizen of Kauai. I have 2 occupations. This protest is so very important to me. I have waited my whole life to stand together with my citizens against this government that has enslaved us for generations. and generations, centuries of enslavement by this government. The movement asks, what is it? We're not really specific about what it is that we want. As a matter of fact, we're very specific about what it is that we want. We want this government out, the whole government. We want to start brand new, fresh, the people's government. We want publicly owned money. We want a publicly owned IRS. We're going to stand together until this dark global elite government is gone. And we will stand together until it happens, and it's happening already. So if you happen to be part of the global elite, these are the end of your days. And blessings to everyone. Aloha.